Teachers, what did a student confess that you couldn't report? If you asked anyone about Jacob back in high school, they'd say the same thing. Nicest kid they ever met. We called him Jacob the Gentle Giant because he was 6 feet 2 inches but wouldn't hurt a fly. When some seniors knocked his lunch tray out of his hands in front of everyone just to get a reaction, Jacob didn't even flinch, just quietly cleaned up the mess, told the janitor he'd handle it, and went about his day. The guy was so peaceful, it made you wonder if he even had a pulse, like he was sleepwalking through high school while the other kids were drowning in drama. Then 10th grade hit and something in Jacob just snapped. He went from gentle to hostile, started getting suspended for fights, stopped helping people with homework. The guy who used to help freshmen with their lockers was now the one slamming them shut. The school tried sending him to Miss Miller, the guidance counselor everyone loved. She'd won Counselor of the Year 3 times, ran the suicide prevention program, had a wall full of thank you letters from kids she'd saved, even one from Jacob in 9th grade when she helped him deal with his family troubles. But now Jacob refused to go, wouldn't even walk past her office. So they sent him to my after-school program instead, mandatory sessions for troubled kids. Though honestly, they weren't troubled, just hurt. Jacob showed up every day at 3:15 sharp, but now with bruised knuckles and dead eyes. One afternoon after everyone left, Jacob just sat there staring at his bruised knuckles. Rough day? I asked, sitting down next to him. He laughed, but it was bitter. Rough year. Then he looked at me, really looked at me. You ever wonder what it's like to be destroyed by someone everyone calls a hero? Then it spilled out. How Ms. Miller had called him in for check-ins about his grades, how she'd locked the door for privacy, how she started texting him, telling him he was special, mature for his age, how she'd make him do things, then cry afterward and say if he told anyone, she'd say he forced himself on her. Who'd believe him over Counselor of the Year? He'd tried telling Mr. Peterson, but got told Ms. Miller was just nurturing, told the principal and got written up for inappropriate accusations. When he tried to tell another counselor, they sent him right back to Miss Miller for mediation. The police threatened to charge him with false reporting, said he was probably just mad about a bad grade. So Jacob stopped talking, just endured it in silence, counting down the days until graduation. Why tell me? I asked. Because you see us as hurt, not troubled. Because I need someone to know the truth. 2 weeks later, Ms. Miller was found at the bottom of the service stairs near the old gym, skull cracked, blood everywhere. 3 students saw Jacob walking away from that exact stairwell, and when they found her, he was the only one who'd been in that hallway. The whole school erupted because everyone knew Jacob had finally snapped and pushed America's sweetheart counselor down the stairs. Police hauled him in immediately. Multiple witnesses put you at the scene, they said. She's in critical condition. If she dies, that's murder. Maintenance is getting us that hallway footage right now, so you've got maybe 20 minutes to tell the truth. They were so sure they had him. Then they watched the tape. She just fell, heels caught on the top step. But there was Jacob at the top of the stairs, watching her